הם ושירי וגרי צמיד לדוד ולאחיו איתן.
Check. We'll get started in just a few minutes.
זה הבית השני שלי. כל כך מצטער. אם זה מנחם, הידיעה שאולי הם ביחד, אתה מבין? יש להם איזשהו פרצוף מוכר.
טסט, טסט, אחת, צ'ק, צ'ק, טסט, אחת, טסט, טסט, צ'ק אין, צ'ק אין, 1, 2, 3, חזק, חלש. יש משהו בכלל? חזק, חלש. תנסה, אתה על מייק או על ליין? רגע, שנייה, רגע. איפה התחבא? איפה אתה? אחת. מה, אתה על מקסימום?
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. While the families get set up, I'll go over some housekeeping items and also give you the lists of names. For those of you that signed up on the Google Sheet, there's a second tab on there which has all the names and family relations of the representatives. Should there be a siren, if you head out this door and make a right just past the elevators and then another right into the stairwell. The stairwell is the place to gather. That's the protected space. So I'll go through the names now while we wait for our final families to arrive. Meirav Raviv is a family relative and the spokesperson for Kibbutz Nir Oz. And Meirav is representing Ohad Munder, age 9. Yifat Zayler is the aunt of Ariel and Kfir Bibas. Ma'ayan Zin is the mother of Ella and Daphna Eliakim. Moran Aloni is here on behalf of Yuli Aloni Cuneo, Emma Aloni Cuneo, and Amelia Aloni, and he is the uncle. And Hadass Calderon is here on behalf of Erez and Sahar, and she is their mother. In another minute, we'll get started. The format will be each of the families will tell you a little bit about the nightmare they're living through and the circumstances, and a little bit of color about the children that are missing. And then we'll open it up to a few questions, and then for the families that still have the strength, they could do one-on-one interviews where appropriate. We're waiting for one more family. It's going to take at least 10 more minutes. So let's wait a bit more. Let's get everybody out to this. Okay. Hadas, would you mind changing your seat so you're in front of your picture here?
Why does it matter?
Just so that the
They get a
visual
photo
is
with you, שהם
each
יקבלו
person
תמונה
is in
שלך.
front of their family member.
Yes. And I'm not the aunt, I'm cousin of the mother.
כן, אבל קיים. Let's say a word about them, this view to the camera, so the names that you're missing and should be named.
So then
The camera should hear you say that they
first then.
Yeah, fine. Now she's not sitting in front. I don't want people to get confused.
אז
לא, לא, לא.
אז
תעברי אחד לשם. אזרחות זרה, יש למישהו מהמשפחה? ארגנטינאי? אזרחות זרה? אזרחות זרה? איזה?
אמא שלי אמריקאית.
בסדר, צרפתית ואמריקאית, לא משנה.
טלפון של קונסול ארגנטינה בישראל. הזמן שצריך עכשיו, בזמן משבר, צריך לראות אבל זה צריך להתארגן. first?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just going to talk about family or circumstances, just personal.
Okay. Okay, no problem. Is this one?
Yeah, I'll introduce.
שגית?
לא, לא חייבת עכשיו, זה כאילו... לא בוק. התכוונתי משהו ספונטני.
כן, העניין הוא שמה שמסתיר זה התמונות של היקירים. ואז כשאת מדברת, יש להם חיבור לא נכון עם ה...
Okay, let's get started. Good afternoon. Thank you for your patience. I'm David Weissman. We're here on behalf of the families, as well as the organization of Hostages and Missing Families Forum. The families in front of us, their representatives, are experiencing every family's worst nightmare. So today, we'll hear from them about what they're going through and a bit about the individuals who are missing and hostages in Gaza. Previously, but we'll start with the Zin family representative couldn't make it today, so just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge Daphna, Eliakam, and...
I can speak about them since their mother is my employee.
Perfect.
So I know her.
Great. So we'll start with Meirav Raviv, who will speak about her family, as well as Daphna and Ella.
Okay, hi, and my apologies for being late. I was in the headquarters with in another meeting. My name is Meirav. My cousin Keren, who lives in Kfar Saba with her partner and her son Ohad, will be 9 years old on Monday. Just came to visit on the weekend their grandmother and grandfather, which they are my uncle and aunt, in Kibbutz Nir Oz. At 6:30 in the morning, they went to the shelter in their house with Ohad. Karen, my cousin, wrote us that she put on television something nice movies to Ohad that he won't see the news. Last contact that we had with them was on 9:58 in the morning, Saturday morning. And since then we don't know what happened with them. The army told us that they are all four of them kidnapped and they are in the Gaza Strip, probably in Khan Yunis, since Nir Oz is just 2 kilometers from Khan Yunis. So Ohad is there. We hope that Ohad is there with his mom, Keren, and with his grandma and grandpa. Ohad is a very talented boy. He's a very sportive guy. He's only 9. He likes to play soccer. He likes to play tennis. He's in a special school for very smart kids. And he's supposed to have his birthday celebration on the coming Saturday. His mom, Karen, was very organized, so she already had the invitation for for Saturday, which is in 2 days. But unfortunately, he won't be able to celebrate his birthday, and that's all we know. So. And regarding the Daphna and Ella, their mother, Mayan, is one of my employees since I'm VP Resources in a company in Israel. And she's divorced, and the daughters were that weekend with their father in another kibbutz in Nachal Oz, and they were kidnapped there. She got from the Hamas movies that they were taking from their house with their father and his girlfriend. Yesterday there was the funeral of the father and his girlfriend. The girls are still missing. Dafna is 14 and Eli is 8. There is another picture seeing the big one, Dafna, with a pajama that the Hamas gave them. That's all Maya knows regarding her daughters.
Hello, my name is Ifat. Saturday morning, October 7th, my cousin Shiri, alongside with her husband Yarden, the two beautiful children, Ariel, 4 years old, and Kfir, 9 months old baby. Her parents, Yossi and Margit Silverman, my aunt and uncle, were all kidnapped by Hamas terrorists into Gaza. I received a video, I live in Tel Aviv, I received a video around 10 o'clock in the morning, Saturday, of my cousin holding her two redhead babies, covered in a blanket. I'm sure you've all seen it by now, surrounded by terrorists, covered in blood, not their own. This is the only sign of life that we have from them. Tomorrow will mark 14 days, 2 weeks since this happened. Actually, since yesterday, you can say Kfir is 10 months now. He was born on January 18th. I don't want to sit here in 2 months' time in a press conference celebrating his first birthday. I'm sorry. On Monday, we received a photo of Yarden, their father, being driven into the Gaza Strip on a motorcycle. He's severely injured in his head. We know nothing. We have no photos of my aunt and uncle. We only received a confirmation that they're not among the dead, and they're probably there as well. My aunt has a severe Parkinson's disease. She's without her medication. I don't know if Kfir, the baby, has formula. He doesn't eat food well yet to survive. This is torture. There are innocent civilians, innocent children in hard conditions. They're not a pawn in a game or a war. They need to be released, and released now, yesterday. This is crazy. This is a nightmare. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Moren Aloni. I have two sisters, Sharon, age of 34, and Danielle, age of 45. And they have three beautiful daughters. You can see them here. Emma and Yuli, age of 3, twins. And my 5.5 years old niece, Emilia. We woke up Saturday morning to an alarms, to bombings in Yavne and Rehovot as well. Immediately called them, asked how they're doing, if everything is okay. They say they didn't know anything, and that they were just being told the terrorists are in the kibbutz, which wasn't even the first time that something like that happened. It's just something that they got used to live with. After half an hour, they wrote us in the family WhatsApp that they can hear the terrorists in their neighbor house. According to my understanding, people just heard screams from other house, gunshot, and then silence. And so I don't know if that's what they heard, but after another 30 minutes, they texted us that they can hear the terrorists in their house. They were in the safe room. And this safe room cannot be locked, by the way. So you have to just keep the door closed. They said, we don't know if we're going to make it. We love you. After 1 hour or so, and we are going crazy, feeling so helpless, unable to do anything, we try to call everyone we know that has some sort of a relation to the authorities. And around 11, my sister sent a chilling voice message saying that they are burning the house and smoke is getting in under the mamad door, and they don't know if they're going to make it, and that they love us. 20 minutes later, she sent me a text, 2 messages saying, help, we're dying. We had no idea what's going on with them for many hours after that. And evening time, we got a hold of David's family. They all lived there. And he said that the army went door by door and they were looking at the safe room and they couldn't find anything. The day after that, we saw David in one of the video clips that Hamas released, being carried on a truck of some sort. He was holding someone, I don't know if it was my sister's head or one of the twins, and we think we saw my sister Danielle and her daughter Emilia, but we don't know. It was from the back, so I don't know if to call it wishful thinking. A day after, we got in touch with one of the survivors who mentioned that during her kidnap/escape, she met David, Sharon, and one of the twins on that truck, and that David said that he was sure that he got out from the mamad with 2 babies. And he got into the truck when only one in his hands. And so that was last Monday. On Friday, we got an official notice that all the 6 are confirmed to be kidnapped. And that's what we know today as well. I'm joining the other families in saying that the conception that these are freedom fighters, this is not freedom. These are fighters, these are terrorists, and they are grabbing children, mothers, unarmed men, and they are doing God knows what to them at the moment. They need to get out of there now. Don't negotiate anything, they just need to release them, because otherwise they are lower than animals. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Hadas Calderon from Kibbutz Nir Oz. I think we all from the same place. 5 members of my family been hosted last Saturday. My mother, my niece, my boy, Erez, 12 years old, my daughter, Sahar, 16 years old, my ex-husband, Ofer, 52 years old. 2 days ago, we celebrate my mom's birthday without her, yeah? We celebrate, and we had a lot of hope. She was 80 and a wonderful woman. Yesterday, we got a message that she and my niece, Noya, she have special needs, autism. They've been together. They've been murdered. We don't know. We think our bodies were, they've been murdered out of Israel. We think it was in Gaza. We don't know exactly the details. But now, actually, I have to sit 7 days and regret for them. But I don't have time, sorry, because I have to save my children's life, and I have to fight for the children and elderly and the other citizen who's still alive. So I can't even sit 1 minute and have the moment to cry and to pray for them. Our kibbutz Nir Oz had an awful massacre, pogrom, horrible hell. Our kibbutz is really disappeared. After the murder and everything, they burned all houses, most of the houses. We don't have home to go back. But I don't care about home. I don't care about my stuff. I don't care about my garden. I don't care about my albums. I don't care about nothing. I don't care about my clothes. I care for one thing, and I think this is the most important here. We have to release the children and the elderly people immediately. Now, I'm a simple woman. I'm not a political woman. I can't say what to do, but I'm sure that they must have a solution. They must make a solution to talk and to agree and to release them immediately. The time is critical, yeah? Every moment they're still there, they can find themselves, same my mom. She was alive 2 days ago. I don't want them to find to be in the same situation. Every moment, it's huge danger for them. We have currently a very small window of opportunity now, and we must use it. And I can tell my story again and again, and I think we all have same, different, but quite same stories about the pogrom we had and how it's happened, you know. I've been in a different, because I'm divorced, I've been in a different house. I was all alone, 8 hours in the dark, without water and everything, fighting for my life, surviving, when they're trying to go inside and break and smash all my house. But my 2 children been with my husband, and they ran out from the window and hide in the bush. And this was the last message I got from them at 8 o'clock in the morning. And just at 3 o'clock afternoon, when the soldier came, we could find out they are disappeared. And realized that probably they are kidnapped. But stories we can tell. We have so many. Each one of us has a story, and a big story. Disaster stories. But what's important now is to act. I'm asking the whole government, Israeli government. I'm asking Qatar. I'm asking Sheikh Tamim, the prince, the Qatari prince. I think you have the power. I believe you can change this reality, this crazy reality. I'm asking United States, the European Union, France, my children and me and my husband, ex-husband, we are French citizens. My mom, she's American. So these children also quite Americans also. I'm asking France and America to fight like as it were their children. I believe they do it. Because a lot of international bodies all agree that this massacre and keeping civilians in hostage are a war crime against the humanity, against any human law. And it's not just our private business. It's the whole world problem. It's never, ever happened before. These political people tell me. I'm a simple woman. I'm telling you what political people told me. It's never happened before. And I suggest, and I demand, you must get solution. You must stop. All parties should stop immediately any material operation, תתקן אותי אם אני לא אומרת נכון, act, until they release the children and babies and elderly and women and men. They must release them immediately and then make the war. You can't make wars at expense of children and babies. This is the world problem. It's not my problem. The whole world have to scream and to ask for humanity. And I think, and I pray, and I begging, and I ask, even Hamas, this moment you have the opportunity to show that you still have humanity. So do it. And the government, stop fight, stop the military action. Military action, sorry for my English. And bring our children home. Now. We're waiting for them. We're crying for them. Every night we're crying and pray for them. But they're still in very cruel hands and merciless hands. Who can I trust? I'm asking the whole world and your voice to scream till the sky is open. Bring our children home. They are not soldiers, they are citizens. They've been picked by pajama from their bed, from their protect house. Can you imagine that? You're staying in your house, the most protected place, and then with your pajama you get murder or burn. A lot of families just disappeared. Families with babies and children are not here anymore. But I can't do nothing about the dead. I can do about the life. We have 203 hostage still there. How can you still fight? They are in the middle of the war.
Horror.
Terrified. I can hear every night my son screaming to me, "Mom, take me home, Mom." I can hear him. "Bring me home, Mom, save me." I'm asking you, save our child.
I would like to add that what important is that Hamas is like ISIS. That's what you should understand.
They are worse than ISIS and Al-Qaeda. They are worse.
Okay, well, thank you so much for sharing your stories. We'll open it up for a few questions. Raise your hand, just give us your name and the outlet you're with, and then you can ask your question.
Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing your stories. I'm Jared Malson with the Wall Street Journal. My question is, the Israeli government seems to be focusing on the military response going into Gaza to get rid of Hamas. Do you think that the government is doing enough to bring the hostages home? And are you concerned about the safety of the hostages during an eventual military operation?
That's just my opinion. I understand we're at war. I want to believe that the IDF is doing everything that they can in order to make sure that these hostages are not getting hurt. I know that the military is doing what he has to do, but my prayers are that they are not putting our families at risk. And again, if we're going back, and I'm joining, the calling of the other families, stop now and release all children, babies, elderly, women that are not part of this war. And the sooner they can make it, they will be released. I think, we'll be able to get on with our life and try to recover from wherever we are going to get back. Because people are thinking that once they're getting back, hopefully they're alive. From Friday have no idea if they are still alive. I just know that they were kidnapped. But everyone thinking about the release of them and are calling for the release of them. Now you have to understand that even after these people will be released, we don't know what we're going to get back. These are life shattered. Think about your friend. Think about your family, your mom, your sister, your brother, your cousin being held somewhere. Think about your dad trying to protect his family and he's unable to do so. So this is, yes, obviously we are concerned about the fighting there. We are focusing on trying to bring our families back.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you all for coming. The families will be available for one-on-one interviews until they lose stamina. Thank you all for coming on behalf of the Hostages and Missing Families Forums and the families. Yeah, do you want to say something?
I can ask just one thing. Please save our children. My son, Erez, he's going to celebrate his birthday in the 26th of October. I want to celebrate here with him, with all Israel, with the whole world, and to give him the best and the biggest present he had ever. Please help us. Save us. They are helpless. They're really helpless, and like us. We have no power to do anything. You have more power than us.
One last thing that I want to say is for the press, the media. Don't be mistaken. You are all part of this war. You are all part of what everyone in the entire world is thinking and knowing about what's going on here. It's your role to think about this situation and think about how you as people would act and how your hopes would look like if this happens to you. We have no other medium in order to communicate this to the world. You are the only one that can help us here.
Thank you very much for your support and your help. We appreciate and will never, never, ever forget any help. Pray and act.
Thank you very much.
לגרות מישהו בעוד שנה. לא, אני כבר בתל אביב.
which they are my aunt and uncle. We heard Saturday morning I live in Tel Aviv, we heard the red alert as well, and every time there's a red alert, we send in a group chat like the UK, because they have 7 seconds to get into the station. I have a minute and a half. And everyone was responding, and around 9 o'clock I received a phone call from my elder cousin, Dana, Shiri's sister, and she says, something happened to Shiri. I can't tell you right now, because she was in the safe room as well, where she lives. With her children, and she didn't want to cry.
Oh, baby.
Help me find my family. Half an hour after, I received a video taken by Hamas of her being kidnapped, holding her 2 redhead babies with a blanket. She looks terrified. We don't see her husband in that video, so we don't know. We didn't know then what happened to him. And ever since then, I'm looking for my family. Looking for my aunt and uncle. There weren't among the dead when the army went through the houses looking for survivals. They weren't in their house. The house is completely burned. They can somehow confirm that there are all 6 of them pre-generations are being held in Gaza.
I want my children. I want my children back.
She can't even speak. This is her own family. This is my family. Zaila, my surname. Z-A-I-L. In fact, all the people here, all the children,